What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and today we're going to do another sample reading. I got a question in from Rachel, and she wants to know about the future of her family in the next year. So we're going to dive into that. I'm using the Thelema Tarot today. This is the newest deck in my collection, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'm pulling it out for this reading, and I want to thank Rachel for submitting her question in the comment section. I've been doing a lot of readings for people, so if you have a question that you want answered, put it in the comment section, and I just might do it. It's depending on how much time I have, and yeah, so I'm willing to help. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. So if I can help, I will. So what we're gonna do today is I made a new spread. I invented a spread for this question because she wants to know about her family in the next year, and I think this is more her immediate family. So what I'm gonna do is I'll lay out the cards, and then I'll explain the way the spread works once I do that. So let me just shuffle this up a little bit. I'm asking the question to the cards internally. I've got my sodalite sphere over here, and I've also got some prehenite. This is a great stone for predicting the future, and we're going to get into some future predictions today. And while I shuffle this, I just want to state that I don't believe tarot can actually predict the future. The future is not set in stone. Anything can happen. What the tarot is going to do, and what this spread is going to do, is it's going to tell us what the current energies are and project those into the future. So if the current energies remain the same, this is what is likely to happen. Now, having heard this tarot reading, you obviously can change the future. You know what's likely to come, and you can alter the course of events. So that's what I think tarot is really great for that. It allows you to know what course you're currently on and where it's probably going to take you. And so that's what we're going to look at today. I'm not going to get into the specifics. I'm going to deal with the energies surrounding Rachel's family. I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, you're going to get a windfall of cash. That's not the kind of future prediction readings I get into. I'm going to look at what issues and what energies you're going to be facing in the future as a family. So just a few more shuffles. I like to shuffle a lot. Okay, I'm a shuffler. Alright, here we go. Cut the deck. We will move the sodalite sphere. He'll come sit with me. I think we can keep the preconites there. There we go. Alright. So, we've got 1, 2, and 3. Excuse me, Prina, you can sit right there. And then here we've got 1. Okay, we're barely on the screen, so let's move these up a little bit. I want you to see everything if possible. There we go. Does that work? I think that works. Alright. So, what do we have here? Okay, very good. So the first card here is the current state of your family. And this is you and your children. And we have the Queen of Cups. This tells me that currently, right now, I think things are going pretty well in your family. There's a very loving atmosphere in your home. I think your kids are being encouraged to be creative and to be open and loving and honest. And I think as a mother, you're probably the one who's most influential on your family. And if you were the Queen of Cups, and that's a great thing to be, because it's a very nurturing card. It's a very open card, and it's a woman who is very in touch with herself and living life from a heart-based perspective. So I think this is a very good card. I get the sense that things are going pretty well in your family right now. There's a lot of love and a lot of understanding, and yeah, I think this is a very good card for your current states. I think things are going pretty well. This is your biggest hurdle or obstacle. And we have the Six of Swords. Swords pointing to ego thoughts, thoughts of the mind, thoughts that can oftentimes be a little bit negative and fearful. And I get the sense that I get the sense of an impending journey, a trip coming up, and a lot of negative ideas about the trip, or not negative ideas, but like fear maybe, or doubt. I get the sense of a journey coming on the horizon. It might not be like a plane ride. It might be more like a car journey, but I get the sense that there's some trip that is causing some doubt, confusion, or worry. And I get the sense that that is the biggest obstacle facing you at this current time. I could be off here. This also could mean that this could have several meanings, but I think that the other alternate explanation for this card, if there is no trip coming up, would be that perhaps there's a desire to change something, to move to a new way of being, like a drastic, not drastic change, but some change that is giving the family some doubt or worry. At first I got the sense of a trip, but it could be some smaller change, a change in the environment, or a change that's causing worry is what I'm getting from this. So I mean, put in the comment section, let me know how that card affects you. You know, tarot readings are a give and take, so I'm not just here telling you stuff. I need you to interact with the tarot reading, and that'll give us both a better sense of what's going on here. This card here is the best way to handle the obstacle. We've got the Five of Cups, so whatever obstacle that Six of Swords was talking about, the Five of Cups is telling you that the best way to solve it is to stop focusing on the negative emotions. You guys as a family need to start thinking and acting a little bit more positively towards it. And let's say if it is a trip that's happening and you're thinking about all the things that could go wrong, maybe you need to start thinking about all the things that could go right, all the benefits that this trip might have for you. If it's not a trip and it's just another kind of change in your life, think about the positive changes that will result in this change. Think about all the happy emotions that you're going to feel because of this change, and stop dwelling on the negative aspects of it. And this applies to your whole life. You know, always think about what's the positive in every situation rather than focusing on what the negative aspects are, and you're going to find that your life is going to change drastically. Just for that simple fact, so that simple action is going to shift the way you think, and it's going to shift the way your reality is portrayed to you. Now these four cards down here are going to be we're going to predict some future things here. This is representing the next 3 months in your family. Now, like I said, I'm not going to get into specifics. This is going to be the overall energies of what's going on with your family. And for the next 3 months, I think the predominant energy here is going to be Seven of Wands, which is, I think there's going to be a little bit of a turbulence, rough seas, but I don't mean that in any drastic way. I mean that in the fact that you might have some opposition. There might be some opposition that you're going to have to fight off. You're going to have to battle back from, and don't get down if this happens. If you see some obstacles on your horizon in the next 3 months, basically this is saying that there's going to be opposition, but you have the higher ground. You have everything at your disposal to combat these oppositions, and you can easily combat them if you stay positive, if you stay optimistic, if you don't get down on yourself, and realize that you're set up to deal with these challenges. And these challenges aren't obstacles necessarily. They're learning opportunities. So if you look at these learning opportunities like they're learning opportunities rather than they're conflicts and obstacles that are trying to hold you back, then you will be able to hold your higher ground and really handle them easily and effectively. So this card here is going to deal in the next 6 months. So 3 months after that, so this is in the next 6 months, we got the Three of Cups, and this card represents joy and spending time with loved ones and family and friends. So this is a very good card. I see after these obstacles are handled, I see it's a period of happiness and emotional fulfillment, and I think everyone's going to be very friendly with each other in your family, and I think things are going to smooth out after that slightly turbulent time that the Seven of Wands is referring to. And I think the next 6 months is going to be pretty, after the 3 months, the 3 months after that, it's going to be pretty happy and content, and I think things will be going pretty well. Remember, these are the major energies. Of course, there's always going to be little things that pop up, but overall, this is what's going to happen. And the Strength card is the next 9 months. So 3 months after the Three of Cups, we have the Strength card. And this card signals coming into your own, realizing your personal power, and really putting it out into the world. And so, I mean, this card is exactly what it sounds like. It's strength. It's realizing your power, realizing how much power you have. I can't think of another word for power. But I mean, it's realizing your strength, basically. So I think this family is going to really gel together. After the little major complex, there's going to be conflicts. There's going to be a little period of happiness, and then you guys are going to really realize your strengths and how you can really move forward as a family together, as a cohesive unit. And so I'm getting very good vibes. Then in the 3 months after that, 12 months into the future, we have the Two of Pentacles, and I'm getting the sense of some financial turbulence. Nothing major, but I think there's going to be some money issues is going to be the main thing for you to worry about in the next year. And the Two of Pentacles doesn't signal anything crazy, or it's just the small fluctuations in life. So I think maybe money might be coming into your scope, into your focus 12 months into the future. But I mean, this is so far in the future, there's nothing to worry about. All you have to do is remember that when these little problems come, keep approaching things like the Queen of Cups here, like you're currently doing right now. Approach things from a loving, happy aspect, and everything will go fine. Because these little conflicts that come up in life, the way you look at them is the way that they're going to be resolved. So if you look at them as horrible things, they're going to turn out to be horrible things. But if you look at these little challenges as learning opportunities, then that's what they will be, and you will learn and you will grow and get better. So overall, I'd say things are going pretty great for your family. The main advice I would have for you specifically, Rachel, is to stay positive. Stop allowing your mind to drift into negative spaces. Stop focusing on negative things. I mean, almost to the point where just imagine they're not even there, so that you can really focus on the positive aspects, and whatever you focus on grows. So if you focus on the love and the compassion that you have for your family, then that's what they're going to give back to you, and that's the experience that your family as a whole is going to experience. So I thank you, Rachel, for reaching out. Please put in the comment section how this reading left you. Give me some feedback so I can learn and you can learn as well. And maybe if you have any follow-up questions, I can answer those. So just interact, and for the viewers, if you like this, leave a like. And, if you have your questions of your own, put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to look at them. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I hope this helped you, Rachel. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.